Welcome. Welcome back, my family. What's up? We're going to see what is up. Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison wants to be felt right now. Let it out. Wants you to let it out. Do it for you. Feed your dreams. Alright. Spirit is saying let it out. Let out what you wanna say. What you want to express. What expresses you the best. I feel that you are an expresser. That is your purpose. That's what makes you happy. You like to express yourself. So feed your dreams and keep expressing yourself. You get better through practice. Practice of doing it. Practice of doing the thing. You get better when you say, fuck it. I'm gonna show the world who I am. Priceless. Digestible. Okay. So Spirit is saying just let it out and let it go. Don't let it out because you want it to be received in a certain way or you want it to have a certain outcome. Let it out for the sake of letting it out. Of course it's gonna help people. Of course people are gonna be grateful that you did let it out, that you were the one to let it out. But what's important is that it gets let out, so it doesn't stay within you. So when you let something out, you don't gotta attach to it. You don't have to overthink what you just let go, because that defeats the purpose. You let it out so you can forget about it and move on and do something else, express something else. 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Fool. Nine of Swords. Six of Cups. Okay. So you definitely went through a heartbreak. And that took over everything. The heartbreak, the Sun. You went through an intense heartbreak in this life. And it kind of put you in a void. It put you in a void of exhaustion, of questioning what you're doing, why you're doing it, questioning everything. You weren't motivated to do anything because your heart was shattered. And Spirit is saying that this was a portal into your darkness, into your pain that you've had coming into this life. And it was always meant to come out. So you can reassess what this pain is, what it means to you. So it could have felt like the world was caving in on you, that you couldn't find anybody to relate to this sensation. And that was also divine, because it took out the people of your life that haven't gone this deep. Because you're touching a very dark aspect of reality. That becomes very light. It becomes something that enhances your life. So those who confront this darkness are rewarded greatly. And you can see it in the way they live, in the way they look. It's not a coincidence why these people are shining. It's because they went through this intense alchemy. They went through this initiation. So it took out the people who have been running away from this, the people who are afraid of themselves, afraid of their own darkness, afraid to take any risks, to live, afraid of life, which is fine. But that's not who you're supposed to collaborate with. That this was like a destined plan, that you'd have a team, of collaborators, a band. And in order for this band to make the music it needs to make, each member of the band needs to have a certain frequency, needs to have a certain awareness, a certain freedom. Because that's this gift. When you face your darkness, you're given freedom. You're able to maneuver around this world because you're no longer attached to this life. And this experience of heartbreak, I feel like there was a heartbreak that it scared you. It was so painful and life-changing that it scared you. It's like, how am I going to live the rest of my life? How am I going to go about this again? How am I going to do another relationship? But suddenly, this experience has empowered you. Now, you're grateful for that person, grateful for what they reflected onto you, and grateful that you still have your life, and anything can happen, and you're prepared for intense feelings. You see the beauty of intense feelings, and it's not something to chase after. This experience taught you that love comes and goes. That it's silly, it's a fool's game to chase after it. That it's something that you should allow God to help you with. If there's anything that you should allow God in to help you with, it's love. It's your relationships. So you've met some of your soul tribe, astrally, spiritually, maybe physically, but I'm feeling definitely spiritually. You've planted seeds. You've planted seeds to meet them. You've planted seeds in your life so that when your soul tribe comes to be, in your reality, you're ready for it. And some of these soul tribe members come because of the seeds you planted. So you're learning that relationships are like gardening. That you could only do what you're in control of. And you learn with your wisdom, with time, with experience, that it's a patient game. That you don't garden angry. You don't garden wanting the fruit today. It's a patient metaphor. So there are things you can do. You can plant seeds. You don't have a garden without action. But as you grow in wisdom, you learn what is the best action to take. And the best actions to take are long-term actions. There's long-term actions and then there's maintenance actions. But in the beginning of building this team of yours, you're just planting seeds. You're not really seeing your fruit. So you're planting seeds. Some of your band members, some of your future community, your future family, it's going to come through seeds you planted. It's going to come through your work. And some of them you already know who these people are. And for some of you, you've planted seeds to meet and be in communion with kindred spirits, with spirit guides, ancestors, where they have mysteriously been guiding you because they knew it was in your destiny that you would collaborate with them. But it was always mutual. So they were like, okay, do you want my help? If so, do this. And this could have been happening at a very young age. And you did it. You planted the seeds, and now you're able to commune with these spirits. Okay. And your stress is about money. If you feel lackluster about money, that's divine too. That stress, that feeling, it's divine too. And that there is a way that feeling of like, oh my God, what am I gonna do about money? How am I gonna pay for my life? That is an indication to take action. That is an indication to implement what makes you happy, implement what gives you joy into a future money plan. That there are right and wrong ways to invest your energy. And to always stay in the full energy, to always stay in a carefree energy. If you want to live a carefree life, make money moves that feel good. Make money moves that don't feel like you're making money moves, but it just feels good. So you should never be doing something you don't want to be doing. That's a bad investment. Even if it gets you a lot of money. So sometimes you could get $10 million, but it was actually a bad investment because you're investing in something that stresses you out. But you could combine the two worlds. You could combine the spiritual with the physical. Use your genius mind to figure out ways that you could be happy and make money. Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Six of Cups. No, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Sun. So Spirit is saying it may not come the way you expect. It may not come from you memorizing the Bible. It may not come from you reading ascension books and reading enlightened books. That could actually be a negative investment. That is actually steering you away from what you want. Because do you want to read those books? Do you want to sit down and be bored and read books that doesn't give you enjoyment? Just because people say it makes you smarter? It's wiser to invest and get good at feeling good. And that's what you've been doing. You've been getting better at feeling good. Getting better at taking actions that fulfill you. So Spirit is saying that these actions mostly are non-actions. That what's best for you to do is to surrender. It won't feel like you're taking action. It won't feel like you're consciously doing anything. You want a sustainable life where you're able to surrender. So surrender right now and see how that feels. Get better at it. Yeah. Definitely some musicians in here. I'm feeling you have a musician best friend, you have a musician lover. Musicians could be your people. But maybe in the past, you put music over everything. It's like, okay, I like music, so let me invest all my energy into music. And maybe that was the wrong way to go about it. Maybe we love music because it's free. It's freeing. It's separated from everything. It's its own thing. It's its own experience. So maybe keep it that way. Keep music as a sacred experience. Never do it when you don't want to. Never do it out of hustle. That maybe instead of investing everything into getting better at music, learn what it is that music is teaching you. Don't obsess over being the best musician. Be a student of what music is. That music is a teacher of how to live, how to be. It's a mirror. It's a teacher telling us that this is a party, that this is a concert, this is an orchestra. That we're all just instruments playing for our own happiness. figuring out the sound that we like, that gives us peace, that motivates us. So that's why we're connected. I'm speaking to someone who's probably connected spiritually to a lot of musicians. And it feels like no burden, like the more the better. Because those who are truly tapped in, those who are truly on your wavelength, they get you. They're nothing but a blessing. They're nothing but someone trying to perfect their sound. Someone who loves their sound. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. God bless you. Peace.